Hi, my name is Mandy. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Pixie Stitch. Life is so creative. So today is a crafty catch-up where I showcase my crafts that involve fibres and threads, and I'm coming to you from the northwest of England in my little craft room. And today is Tuesday the 23rd of November 2021. Now, usually I donate certain days to different crafts, and I really love that variety. However, I have gone a little array this last couple of weeks because there's certain projects I want to get finished, and I've also been attending some craft workshops. So the company that facilitates the craft workshops is called Liberty Bell. I'll put all the information down below. So Liberty Bell gives it away a little bit. It's very much based on Americana, sort of primitive themed crafts, which I really love. So yeah, I've been really enjoying attending these workshops. So you may remember a couple of vlogs ago I showed you a project I've been making, and it was this lovely autumn bench pillow. So I've been working on this on my Sundays, which are selection Sundays, and also miniature Mondays. So all my Mondays and Sundays I've been spending on these crafts I'm going to show you now, these miniature projects. So this is the autumn bench pillow, and I just love this. This fabric is gorgeous. And I've quilted the leaves on, and it spells autumn. Now I've finished now, although sewing, I hand sewed all the applique on. My little squirrel. You'll see the full thing when in my montage, what I do at the end of the podcast. But I'm really pleased with this. All I've got left to do now is on my sewing machine is just to sew down these leaves just in the middle, sort of like a stem, and I can do that on my sewing machine. And then I've just got to put the back on and stuff it, and then I'll be able to show you. Yeah, this will be finished in winter when autumn is over, but never mind, I can bring it out next year. So this is the back, and like I say, it's got the fleece lining. So yeah, I've got all the fabrics and everything was included in the workshop, so that was fantastic. But I'm so thrilled with this, I really am. I love it. So that's my first miniature make. My second one was again another workshop I attended, and this was this little table runner. So it's in the shape, as you can see, as a star, and then I've hand appliqued these acorns on and the leaves. So I'll show you the back. So it's in this lovely green fabric. I've hand stitched the binding on at the back. So yeah, I was really pleased with that. There's a lot of work goes into these. You can't finish them in one day. So at night I've just been sat there whilst watching television and just hand sewing the motifs on. So yeah, really am pleased with this. It's such good fun. Right, and then this one is my little piece de resistance. I made this little chap on Sunday. Another workshop by Liberty Bell, and this is Sven the polar bear. So let me bring him closer and you can see him in all his glory. He's got this lovely little jacket on that you can see with the Christmas trees, the sequins sewn on here, and his little jacket. So when I got to the workshop, everything is laid out on your workbench for you. So just cut the pattern out, and everything's there ready for you. All squares of fabric ready. So you just cut everything out, and then you start your sewing. And yeah, really enjoyed putting them together. I mean, really, I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, but, if someone walked in, if someone saw this and they didn't know, you'd think this was bought, actually. I'm so pleased with him. So that is Sven. And then we made to go with him. So this is the display. I've just got to put some glitter on this and just sort out the snow a bit, but I don't know if you're going to see the little snowballs there, but that's how it goes. So it says let it snow, and yeah, he sits there with his little sign. So really happy with Sven. Oh, so pleased. Yeah. So those are my miniature makes. So Tuesday and Thursday, I call those thimble days to go with the Tuesday and the Thursday. And I have now progressed with my I think it's called the Historical Sampler Company. Do you know, I can't remember. I'll put it down below. But my daughter has moved house, I've told you that, and I wanted her to have this. So I've been cross-stitching like mad. Now I have got two other cross-stitches on the go, but I've been concentrating particularly on this one. I think last time I showed this, I don't think I've done the roof. So since then I've stitched the roof and these little motifs, these hearts as a dove and butterflies, what have you, and started the border. And I've enjoyed just sitting there at night cross stitching on this. I think this is a 14 count Aida. It comes as a kit and it's in the oatmeal colourway. But yeah, it's a little bit creased and you can see where my hoop's been. But once this is finished and I've washed it and ironed it, all the creases will be gone prior to framing. So I think what I'm going to do this next week or so is work on going across, because I prefer to stitch down. So if I work across here, then I can stitch down there. So I think that's the way my stitching journey is going to go with this piece. So yeah, this is called Home is Where the Heart Is. So that's that one. Also worked on my sunflower, my tapestry. I've been showing this forever and a day and it's such slow progress. And for those of you who've watched me before, you probably think I haven't got much done, but actually I have been progressing. All the sunflowers are completed, the foliage is, so all what's left to do now is just the beige wool bit and the border. So Wednesday is Wool Wednesday. So my last garment I finished was that spider jumper for my grandson Arlo, and if you haven't seen that, I'll pop a card up above. Jen says from Jen's sewing room that you must point to the left, so I'm doing. I'll pop a card in and that will take you to that particular vlog. But I want to make sure that I get the correct measurements because children grow so fast. So before I make any more children's garments for Christmas and this winter, I want to get their correct measurements. I want to re-measure them because, like I say, they're growing lads, and I've got 2 granddaughters as well, and they're growing quickly. So I want to make sure that I re-measure everyone before I start on any more garments for them. But I have been working on my Floralia blanket. So this is a crochet blanket I am working on, and you may see now that last time I spoke to you I showed you these little squares I'd made. Now I've joined them to the main body of the blanket. Whoops. Now this, I think this is in 8 parts, you know, and or it might be 7. But anyhow, I am on part 5 and I think I'm on row 55. I think there's 4 more rows to this part and then I embark on row 6, part 6. Now this is a pattern by Pippin Poppycock. Like I say, everything is, all the information to these websites are down below. It's a free pattern and she does all sorts of different languages and UK and USA terminology. I use the USA one, the American crochet terminology, because I find that easier. And there's also free tutorials on YouTube by Helen Shrimpton, and her channel is called Crystals and Crochet. But if you Google in on YouTube the Floralia blanket, they will pop up. So you not only get very good instruction with the free download from Pippin Poppycock's website, but you also get a visual tutorial from Helen Shrimpton. So this is crocheted in the Stylecraft double knitting wool, the DK. So I'm loving doing this, but this is now going to be very slow progress. When you first start off in the round, it's very quick because you've hardly got any stitches, but now there are a lot of stitches to crochet, so the progress will be slower. So, well, I am really enjoying this and I love these colours. So there was 4 colourways and this is the vintage colourway what she put together. So that is my Floralia blanket. So I'm pretty sure that's it. Right, so I have bought some acquisitions. I can't help myself. And this is the buttermilk basin one for December. This is the vintage truck. And I bought the woodland ornament as well to make. Those were both, well, all this was purchased from Liberty Bell. And I bought some fabrics, so I'll just show you. They're just fat quarters, I haven't gone mad. So this is a Jan Patek one called Hawthorne Ridge. I was trying to choose fabrics with little motifs on because I want to get some more quilts, and I've got one in progress from the Joe Morton's Favourites. This is the third one in the series, and they've got these beautiful little miniature quilts. So I wanted to get fabrics with little tiny motifs on, you see. So whoop, thought I'd ripped it. So here's another one. I don't know who the designer is of this. There's another little motif, and you can never go wrong with getting lots of beiges because they just go with anything, don't they? And I thought for winter I wouldn't mind making a little miniature quilt with some blues in it. So I've got this one. I could buy the shop when I'm there. Oh, now this one's got something on. This is an Andover. What I like, you know, when you buy fabric, it's always worth cutting the selvage off because those colours are in the actual fabric. So you can always take, if you're trying to match it up with anything, you can always just take the selvage with you when you go fabric shopping. And there's the other one. You see these little tiny motifs work better with your miniature quilts than a large one. Here's another Andover one. I think the designer for this is Kathy Hall. And then I've got another blue one. There. So this should keep me busy throughout these winter months. So I think that's it. It's been rather quick. I thought I'd show you this before I go. It was a couple of weeks ago, my partner come in and he said, have you dropped something? And he'd found this little pumpkin and it was in a little bag in the driveway. He thought it was a satsuma at first. He thought I'd been shopping and dropped something. And I said no. And when I looked inside, and I can't find it now, but I will do, it was a little card. And it said, it got a lovely little verse on, and would we take a photograph and put it on this website. So I will do. I think it was on Facebook. But yeah, little pumpkin. I usually busy this week now. I'll be busy this week now putting together the advent calendars for my grandchildren. So every year I put together just little, sometimes homemade gifts, chocolates or sweeties, and I buy little gifts like sun catchers to paint and just little things, little crafts for them to do, and I wrap each one up individually, and they all have these advent calendars to open every day. So yeah, I'm going to be very busy in this next couple of days putting all those together. I think I've got most of it completed now. Can I ask you please, if you haven't already subscribed, to please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like as well if you've enjoyed this vlog, and also comment on what your favourite craft was, what I've showed you today. Now, to comment or to subscribe, you do need a Google account, and it's very easy to set up. You just go onto Google, set up a Gmail, and yeah, you can it then gives you the opportunity to comment and like videos on YouTube. Otherwise, you're a little bit restricted. You can only view them. But the more interaction I get, the more likelihood people are going to subscribe, because my channel will then pop up in people's feeds. So that would be really helpful to me. So yeah, it'll be December next week, so that's when I'll start my Vlogmases. I've also booked onto another little workshop at Liberty Bell, can't help it, and I'll be making a Santa sack. Before you go, I'll just show you, I did attend a card workshop. Not everyone's into card making, but these are sponges. They're ever so funny. You put them onto a metal die and press down and it leaves an imprint. There's some baubles and a gingerbread man. And this card shop was facilitated by Asbury Garden Centre, which is near to me. So these are just some little cards I made with these stamps. So this will be the background to one. It's just strips really of paper that I've cut and stuck on, and then what I would do is pop that on there. So yeah, had a bit of fun just making these. And there's my little gingerbread man. So I just thought I'd show you though. I'm going to pop a montage on now, and then yeah, I'll see you next week for Vlogmas. Until then, happy crafting. Bye.